My name is Comrade Enantomhen. I'm a member of Nigeria Civil Society Organization, though I have a political affiliation with the People's Democratic Party. I'm a social critic, a Pan-Africanist crusader, a public affairs analyst, and I speak truth to power as the need arises.
Thank you so much, dear Andrew. All right, now let's do the first thing first. How is the situation of Nigerian politics today? I mean, your observation. As an analyst, as a political activist, we tend to see what is happening through your eyes in most of the cases. So help us understand. Give us a kind of update of what is happening in the politics.
Thank you very much. First of all, we must appreciate the likes of you that helped to echo our voices, from this part of the world to ensure the international community gets to hear more of the things we do, through your podcast and some other international media outfit that have always given us platform time to time with that number. We really will receive a series of interviews from the international communities, from international media houses, and that have really encouraged us to keep doing more, to keep fighting. Considering Father, that makes us to know that yes, people are out there looking at us and seeing what we're doing from our low end. The truth remains the political space is getting tensed up, it's getting encouraging, it's getting interesting because there is third force right now. That's the likes of Peter, which is being taken from which the wave of the youth, the young generation, the Gen Z is taking up. And of course, there was before now the two major political houses, which is the All Progressive Congress and the People's Democratic Party. Those are the two major political warriors, be contending for the corridors of power. But of recent, a third wave spring up, which is the Peter Obi, the obedience group that came from the Labour Party angle that have been pulling weight of recent, from the Gen Z angle. But all the same, we thank God that the atmosphere will be peaceful and calm. But it only saddens our hearts from the civil society angle that uh, still yet we are still being hypocritical about the things happening. That even at this stage, the people of Progressive Congress that are ruling us at the corridors of power, you could still have people who come out to canvass for them, who could come out to campaign for them. So it begins to sadden our heart that even at this situation, at this dead and odd hour that Nigerians are facing, people are still having the confidence to campaign for the All Progressive Congress. Personally, I don't know what they are campaigning for. Personally, I don't know what manifesto they want to send to Nigerians, whether it's the manifesto of continuous kidnapping, is it the manifesto of continuous killing, is it the manifesto of continuous starvation, is it the manifesto of continuous intimidation, is it the manifesto of the victimization, is it the manifesto of oppression, is it the manifesto of hunger, deprivation of the currencies and of your human rights, and a whole lot of others. But the saddest in my heart, what I keep on saying over and over again, that these guys are the corridors of power. They've succeeded in creating a divide and rule among the masses, thereby causing hunger and starvation among the people. So when they throw little crumbs on them, they don't have choice than to support them because someone who've not seen 1% for the past 1, 2, 3 months, by the time you give person he will just like sold his human rights to you. He doesn't care what comes at the end of the result that comes out at the end of the day. So that's the situation right now. But quite unfortunately, the election we believe is going to be free, fair, credible by 2023. But I am of the opinion that the international community is still going to put an eye on this country because the people at the corridors of power right now, which is the All Progressive Congress, they don't have feeling, they don't have care, they have nothing, they don't even care about human rights. They don't believe in rule of law, they don't believe in democracy, they don't believe in freedom of expression, they don't believe in free, fair, and credible elections. All they believe in is how to grab power by all means at all costs, and whichever way it takes them to do it. That is their principle of operation. So this is the more reason why we call on the international community and the likes of your own platform and so many other platforms that they should help us to put eye on our country. Because this country needs to be liberated. As I speak to you right now, we are in chaos, we are in bondage. The guys that were kidnapped in the Kaduna train of recent, the video is circulating around internet right now, and most of us are weeping because we feel helpless. But we, the civil society members in this country, we are speaking with the little voice we can, from the little angle we can, because only few of us that have not stained our hands that keep speaking truth to power. That's why you see, the tiny voices are not too much, but we'll still keep speaking truth to power. So as it stands right now, the political space is getting prepared for 2023, But because the All Progressive Congress members, they know they really have nothing to offer, they just believe that they can use the instrument of government to still find their way back to corridors of power after 2023. But one thing I am confident of is that this election is going to be between the masses and the few elites. But you all know, you definitely know that the masses are much more than the elites. So irrespective of whatever it takes us to keep speaking truth to power, to keep shouting at the top of our voice to ensure that it is free, fair, credible, and transparent election, we're definitely going to do that. But come 2023, we're going to hold election in this country, and the right people will be voted into the corridor of power to take over the space of governance. Like what we keep telling people, irrespective of your political affiliation, just vote the right person. Vote the person of your conscience. Vote the person of a choice. Don't be swayed by monetary election. Irrespective of the vote buy, the policies have been monetized. We try as much as possible to sensitize the people, to sensitize the masses. And look, if you collect 10,000 or 20,000 or 5,000 naira, that will not last you for 4 years, considering the fact that there is a high level of inflation right now in the country. So what will 10, 20 naira do for you? So why not take your time and look at somebody who have a workable manifesto, somebody who have principle of operations that could actually mean well for your country, and vote for that person that will transform this country. That's what we keep on saying. Look at the manifesto of other people that want to govern you. What do they have to offer? Do they have your interests at heart, or what they think about is me, myself, and I? Those are the things to keep on telling the electorate. Vote the people. Because I know for sure that the vote is going to count. We were in Oshun of recent. Of course, Oshun vote counted, where we see somebody uprooted, somebody, Ademola Adeleke, the People's Democratic Party, was able to win an incumbent governor of the APC. That comes to show that gives you an idea that the people are fed up of the All Progressive Congress. The people have given up on the APC and they just want alternative solution. So what happened in the Osun State is a pointer to the fact that 2023 is going to be interesting. That money will fade. Of course, I know that the All Progressive Congress, they use the instrument of government money, they open the government vows to ensure that they won the election of Osun State. But at the same time, the people spoke with their permanent voters card, thereby saying that this is what we want. Money is going to fail. And one thing that we keep on praying, we from the civil society organization, is that we want money to fail this time around in 2023. We don't want politics of money. We want politics to be demonetized so that we can actually get the best person to mount the corridors of power. This is our prayer. And we are really working towards that with various political parties to ensure that we demonetize the politics, to ensure that the various political parties bring in their best candidate that have the best and have the right thoughts for the country. So that's how far we've gone for now, so far.
Thank you so much for that. That is very important. Last week, I interviewed the president of Nigerian National Orientation Agency, Edo State, and I've also interviewed some journalists there to understand what is going on within Nigeria. Of course, they say concern is the same for everybody, because even for most of us that are abroad, if Nigeria is not safe, it's not safe for us, it's not safe for those that are at home. So the best interest of Nigeria is a progressive Nigeria, because many of us that are here, it's not like we are really enjoying here. Sometimes, okay, you know what happened? So many people are frustrated, both at home and abroad. So the only solution that we have is that Nigeria is better. When it is better, then it's better for everybody.